Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I will explain verb and the types of verbs. So, have you ever imagined what life would be if you were unable to express yourself or do anything because you lacked the words to describe what you did? Yes? So, this would never happen as verbs are intended for that purpose, right? So, let's learn about verbs, the types of verbs, and applications in ordinary speech. So, what is a verb? A verb is a word that expresses an action, state, or occurrence. It serves to convey what the subject is doing, feeling, or experiencing. So, a verb is a word used to describe a situation, event, or action. So, it is one of the main component of a sentence and expresses the actions, emotions, feelings, and experiences of the subject. So, verbs are important to form complete sentences because they describe verbs, actions, conditions, or state of being. So, based on action, experience, or feelings, conditions, verbs are classified into different types. So, first one is action verbs. Action verbs describe action that someone or something is doing. Example: run, jump, think, believe. So, actions like physical or mental performed by bodies or objects such as jump, run, think, believe are action verbs. Example: he runs every morning. Here in this sentence, runs expresses physical action. Yes, so runs is a action verb. Next, I believe in the importance of honesty. So here believe express mental action. So both these verbs runs and believe are action verbs. Next one is linking verbs. A verb that is used to link the subjects in a sentence to the other part of the sentence. Example: am, is, are, was, were. So, linking verbs, they connect the subject of a sentence to additional information, to add extra information about the subject which is describing a condition or state. Okay, let's see example. She is a teacher. They seem tired. So in this sentence, the linking verb doesn't show action, but it connects the subject with an adjective or noun. Okay, adjective or noun. So this one is a linking verb. Okay, next one is auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs are used in conjunction with a main verb to express tense, mood, or voice. Common auxiliary verbs include be forms, do forms, and have forms. So auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs that work with other verbs to change the meaning of the sentence. So it combines with other main verbs, changing the tense of the verb or mood of the sentence. Okay. Example: she is running fast. Auxiliary verbs of be forms are be, being, been, am, is, and do forms are do, does, did, doing, done, and have forms are have, has, had, having. Next one is modal verbs. So modal verbs are a type of auxiliary verbs that express need, possibility, permission, or ability. So common modal verbs include can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. So, an auxiliary verb that express necessity, possibility, or permission and ability, so is called modal verbs. Okay, auxiliary verbs that express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability is called modal verbs. Example: I can swim across the lake. Here, in this sentence, the speaker has the ability to cross the lake, swim and cross the lake. So, can is a modal verb. Okay, and more common modal verbs are can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. Now, based on whether the verbs need a direct object or not, verbs are classified into transitive and intransitive verbs. So let's see first one, transitive verbs. So verbs require direct object to complete their meaning. So what are transitive verbs? Verbs that is joined by direct object in a sentence is transitive verb. So what are direct object? Noun, pronoun, or noun phrase which is having something done to it by the subject of the sentence. Okay, is a direct object. Example: she kicked the ball. Here, the ball is the object that received the action of the verb. Okay, next one is intransitive verb. So these verbs do not require a direct object. So verbs that do not require a direct object is intransitive verb. So direct objects are noun, pronoun, noun phrase. So let's see example. The carpenters work quietly and quickly. Here in this example, work verb, it do not require direct object. So here work is intransitive verb. Based on how they form their past tense, verbs are classified into two types: regular and irregular. So regular verb which form its past tense and past participle by adding the suffix d or ed. So verbs that follow a standard pattern when forming the past tense by adding ed or d is a regular verb. Okay, example you see here: call, called, called, talk, talked, talked. Okay, next one is irregular verbs. A verb which forms its past tense and past participle by changing the vowel of its stem. It does not use the suffix et, ed. Okay, example: eat, ate, eaten, sing, sang, sung. Here verbs that do not follow a regular pattern when forming the past tense and they need to be memorized are irregular verbs. Okay, example here: eat, ate, eaten, sing, sang, sung. So these verbs are need to be memorized. Okay, next one is phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs in the combination of one or more particles like preposition or adverbs to create a new meaning. So in phrasal verbs, verb together with the particle, it creates the meaning different from the original verb. Okay, Example, he gave all he had for her sake. So here, gave up means quit or forgo. Here, the verb gave up, it gave a new meaning to this sentence. Next one is static verbs. So verbs describe a state or condition rather than an action. Example, my car needs an oil change. Static verb express condition or state of being to describe things like qualities, states of action, existence, opinions, beliefs, and emotions. So static verbs are used, okay, to express what conditions or state of being, and to describe the things like qualities, state of existence, opinions, beliefs, okay. So example here, my car needs an oil change. So here my car, in this sentence, verb, what is verb needs. So it describes the condition of the car, that car needs an oil change, okay, it needs an oil change, so it describes the condition, okay. Hope you all understood. If you like my video, then please like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.